You're watching Republic.
Hello viewers, a very good evening. You're watching 6 Stories at 6. I'm Shivangi Shukla getting you the latest coming in. Let's see what do we have in store for you. Gold scam funds allegations escalated today. Extraordinary scenes were seen at the IPAC office. Chaos in Salt Lake building amid ED raids at IPAC. Chief and co-founder, we see that Mamata Banerjee fumes and steals files. ED moves Calcutta High Court against Mamata Banerjee, taking files during those raids at IPAC. Investigation by Republic Kannada exposes how illegal immigrants from Bangladesh are living in Bengaluru, raising concerns of border security. Also, we'll talk about the rape convict Gurmeet Ram Rahim, granted 15 parole, sparking outrage. Families of the victims allege political patronage. And US President Donald Trump throws 500% tariff tantrum as Trump green lights Russia sanctions bill. Those are the top stories you're tracking on 6 Stories at 6. We're getting some breaking news is coming in. Huge. CM Mamata, her aides and state police personnel forcibly have been removed. Physical documents, they've removed physical documents, viewers, and electronic evidence. Let's go to the big breaking update coming in. What we see right now, viewers, are unbelievable scenes coming in from Kolkata. Republic keeps getting you the top updates. Let's tell you what's happening there. CM Mamata, her aides and state police removed physical documents and electronic evidence. They insisted that search teams wind up the operations. They told ED to end the search proceedings by recording a nil punchnama. Mamata aides wanted ED to mention that nothing was found in the searches. Mamata and IPS officers insisted ED wind up the search operations. Huge update coming in Republic TV. We keep a focus on what's happening in Kolkata because the scenes which are playing out in Kolkata are absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes playing out. Simultaneously, ED has moved Calcutta High Court seeking return of files Mamata took away during IPAC raids. Let's go straight across to my colleague who's joining us. Okay. Shaman, huge updates coming in. CM Mamata, her aides have physically removed these documents. They have removed the electronic evidence. We're getting these big breaking updates coming in as those scenes which were playing out in Kolkata are absolutely unbelievable scenes and drama playing out.
Well, this is a claim that has now been made by the Enforcement Directorate when the searches actually began at Pratik's residence and thereafter at IPAC's office. That's when the Chief Minister, along with her aides and the police department officials, landed up. And in fact, immediately thereafter, not only did the Chief Minister and her aides take away certain documents that were present there, she left from that area with a mobile phone, with a laptop, and initially with the Enforcement Directorate officer's laptop. But it turns out that there was a pressure that was essentially being made on the Enforcement Directorate when the officials were being instructed by the Chief Minister's aides as well as the police department that they need to wind up with the search proceedings. And it does not end there. There was pressure that was basically built on the Enforcement Directorate that they leave the premises by saying that they did not find anything. They wanted a nil punchnama to be filed by the Enforcement Directorate, and that was the demand that was essentially made by the Chief Minister as well as her aides and the police department officials. And we are talking about the senior most police officials who were present there telling the officers, the joint directors and others who were basically present there to ensure that they leave the premises by saying that there is nothing that they have essentially found out. That's what the intention was, that they would not have been allowed to leave that premises, taking away any documents, taking away any electronic devices. That was the demand that was made, Shivangi. This is never before have we seen something like this, that a sitting chief minister has not only obstructed the enforcement directorate officials from carrying out their duties, but she has actually gone ahead, a step ahead, and literally threatened the enforcement directorate officers by telling them that they need to wind up the search proceedings. And not just that, the Panchnama, which is essentially a record of what they have essentially found and whatever they have seized, the Panchnama, they essentially wanted that to be mentioned as nil Panchnama, effectively meaning that the enforcement directorate did not find anything.
Right, so we have seen a lot of chaos unfold, Shravan, in Salt Lake. And, this story is getting bigger and bigger because we know the ED will be moving the Calcutta High Court. They want those files which were taken by Mamta and aides, they want them to be returned. So how do you see this developing in the next few hours, Shravan?
Well, in fact, the legal recourse that is now being taken by the enforcement directorate is by moving the Calcutta High Court. In all likelihood, the matter is going to come up for hearing sometime tomorrow. What is expected in the plea that is going to be filed by the enforcement directorate, by way of sources we've been able to pick up for the enforcement directorate right now, what is paramount is that the chief minister basically returns all the items that were taken by her, which includes electronic devices and certain documentations. It is assumed at this stage that the documents that the chief minister had taken from Pratik's residence as well as from IPAC offices, these are financial transaction papers which they want the chief minister to return. And not just that, they also want the High Court to basically intervene and pass an order by way of preventing the chief minister from interfering in the matter in future. And not just that, they also want that the accused in this case, or some of the suspects who are likely to be called in for questioning by the enforcement director, they essentially want them to cooperate with the agency, because for them right now this is the fresh evidence that has been gathered, and they effectively want the suspects to come and cooperate with the investigative agency and get their statements recorded.
Yes, Shravan, we showed those pictures. In fact, Republic Bangla team has been showing pictures of those documents, and we highlighted those documents. Now, what we saw on those documents were West Bengal government files. The question that we're asking is, what exactly were in those files that Mamta Banerjee had to take those documents and guard them, Shravan?
Well, Shivangi, at this point in time, there is no clarity as to what was the content of those very documents. All that I can tell you is that these were financial transactions, financial statements that have been taken by the chief minister and her aides from the residence of Pratik, as well as from the IPAC office itself. And not just that, all throughout, when the enforcement director was trying to carry out the investigation, she was camping there, she was guarding the IPAC office, preventing the public servants from carrying out their duties. If at all there has been an objection, there is a legal manner by which she could have actually gone, the legal route that could have been adopted by the state government, perhaps even challenging the investigation that has been carried out by the enforcement director before a court. None of them were actually used. These were high-handed tactics of the chief minister, which was basically employed earlier today. And it sets a dangerous precedence, given the fact that the enforcement directorate was unable to carry out their entire work. They were hoping that the CRPF would be in a position to intervene. But remember, there are limitations that even the Central Reserve Force has at this point in time. After all, we are dealing with a sitting chief minister. There are limited powers that the central agency also has. And they were unable to prevent the chief minister from taking away those files.
That's right. Well, Shravan keeps getting us the top updates. Republic TV getting you every second of what is happening in Kolkata, the chaos which is unfolding. And let's tell you exactly what Republic TV has been tracking the entire day. A major political face-off has erupted in West Bengal after the ED carried out raids linked to the election strategy firm IPAC in Kolkata. The searches, part of a money laundering probe, has triggered a dramatic showdown with Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee confronting central agencies on the ground. The TMC Supremo accused the BJP-led centre of misusing investigative agencies to target her party and interfere in the democratic process, while the ED maintains it is acting on evidence linked to financial irregularities. The confrontation has now sharpened the war of words between the centre and the Bengal government, with legal action which will be following.
দিদি কি বলবেন দিদি এই মুহূর্তে মুখ্যমন্ত্রী মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়
দিদি চুরির টাকা ব্যবহার হয়েছে দিদি
A high voltage drama unfolded at the consultancy firm IPAC office in Kolkata, West Bengal. Enforcement Directorate carried out raids linked to IPAC as part of a money laundering probe. This prompted a sharp retort by Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee.
का स्ट्रैटेजी पूरा छीन के लिया, एक क्राइम है। अगर आप हमारे साथ लड़ने नहीं सकते हैं तो अब क्यों हम बंगाल में आते हैं? आप हिम्मत से काम लो, आप लोकतंत्र पुलिस प्रोसेस में जीतो। आप एजेंसी लगा के हमारा पेपर लूट करते हैं, करते लूट बोलते झूठ। हमारा पेपर लूट करते हैं, हमारा स्ट्रैटेजी लूट करते हैं, हमारा डेटा लूट करते हैं, हमारा वोटर लूट करते हैं, हमारा बंगाल को लूट करते हैं, हमारा भाषा को लूट करते हैं।
Bengal CM accused the central agency of stealing TMC's party documents and shielded the IPAC office from being raided.
अमित शाह, आपको बंगाल को जीतना है तो आपको हिम्मत है तो आप इलेक्शन में लड़ाई करके आइए। आप क्यों हमारा पार्टी आईटी सेक्टर को रेड करके पूरा पेपर ले लिया? आप क्यों हमारा बंगाल में एक जो क्रेडिबिलिटी नहीं है जो ऐप का, उसको देके आप एक बीजेपी वर्कर को इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफिस में बैठा के 54 लाख नाम को डिलीट कर दिया, फॉर्म 7 फिलअप करने नहीं दिया, फॉर्म 8 भी फिलअप करने नहीं दिया।
What you can see on your screen is the Bengal Chief Minister staying put at IPAC office after extracting documents mid-raid. She stole the documents right under the ED's nose. The ED conducted searches at 2 locations: the residence of Pratik Jain, a senior IPAC functionary in central Kolkata, and the firm's office at the Godrej Waterside building in Sector 5, Salt Lake. ED will now fire an FIR against Mamata Banerjee for obstructing the probe. 10 premises associated with the election management company IPAC in Kolkata and Delhi were raided by the ED on Thursday. ED claimed that the IPAC moved coal scam hawala money and took away key electronic evidence and documents from the IPAC office. With tempers flaring and allegations flying thick and fast, the political storm over the IPAC raids has now escalated into a full-blown confrontation between the centre and the Bengal government.
A routine ED search has now exploded into a full-blown political flashpoint, with the West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee stepping directly into the middle of an ongoing central probe. The ED was conducting evidence-based searches linked to an illegal coal smuggling and money laundering case when Mamata Banerjee stormed the IPAC office, created a scene, and later reached the residence of IPAC co-founder Pratik Jain. The agency alleges that Mamata Banerjee intruded a raid locations and forcibly took away documents, and we see that this is an allegation which the CM has strongly denied. Let's play out this report for you. After storming the IPAC office and creating a ruckus during the ED raid, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee escalated the showdown. The Chief Minister then reached the residence of IPAC co-founder Pratik Jain. Visuals show Mamata Banerjee confronting
तो इस आईपैक कंपनी के प्रेमाइसेस में भी बंगाल में रेड हुआ। रेड जब चल रहा था उस समय उच्च पुलिस अधिकारी आए और उन्होंने आके ईडी के ऑफिसर्स से अपना वेरिफिकेशन मांगा, अपना आईडी मांगा, जो कि स्वाभाविक है कि ऑथेंटिक रेड हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, ये जानने के लिए होता है। ईडी के अधिकारियों ने, जो हमने मीडिया में देखा कि उन्होंने अपने आइडेंटिफिकेशन कार्ड इत्यादि सब दिखाया, जो ऑथेंटिक डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे रेड्स को परटेनिंग, कि रेड करने के लिए उनके पास डॉक्यूमेंट्स है, वह भी दिखाया। और उसके बाद पीसफुली रेड चल रहा था कि अचानक ममता बनर्जी बंगाल पुलिस के साथ वहां पहुंच गई आईपैक के ऑफिस में और खुद सबको धक्का देते हुए आईपैक के ऑफिस के प्रांगण के अंदर जहां रेड चल रहा था वहां वो स्वयं घुसी और उसके बाद वहां से फिजिकल डॉक्यूमेंट्स, कागज इत्यादि, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक एविडेंस जैसे पेन ड्राइव, लैपटॉप इत्यादि और भी कई तरह के एविडेंसेस को उन्होंने अपने साथ ले लिया। आप जरा चिंता करके देखिए, शायद ऐसे वाकयात, ऐसा मैं कहूंगा दृश्य हिंदी फिल्म में भी आपने नहीं देखा होगा कि कहीं सीबीआई या ईडी की रेड चल रही हो और स्वयं मुख्यमंत्री वॉक्स इन, खुद मुख्यमंत्री अंदर आती है और आके एविडेंस लेके चली जाती है। प्रतीक जैन नामक व्यक्ति, जिसको आईपैक का सारा आइडिया है, जो आईपैक चलाता है, आईपैक के प्रीमाइसेस में रेड होता है और आईपैक के प्रतीक जैन जी के घर में रेड होता है और दोनों ही जगह ममता बनर्जी व्यवधान करती है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और फिजिकल एविडेंस चुराती है और वहां से ले जाती है। बंगाल की पुलिस का इस्तेमाल करती है, प्रयोग करती है अपने मनसा को अंजाम देने के लिए। यह दिखाता है कि ममता हैज लॉट टू हाइड। ममता जी के पास ऐसे कई राज हैं जिनका वो खुलासा नहीं होने देना चाहती है। याद करिए, ममता बनर्जी जी के ही एक मंत्री, उनके कैबिनेट के ही कलीग, उनके ही एमएलए मदन मित्रा ने विगत वर्ष 2025 में कहा था कि ये पैक वाले, जो आई पैक को वो पैक वाला कहते थे, कि ये जो पैक वाले हैं ये बड़े भ्रष्ट हैं, यही हमें बर्बाद करके मानेंगे। खुद उनके नेताओं ने आईपैक वालों को भ्रष्ट कहा था और जब आईपैक के दफ्तर पे और आईपैक के प्रतीक जैन के घर पे रेड होती है तो ममता बनर्जी एविडेंसेस को चुराने के लिए, साक्ष्य को चुराने के लिए खुद आ जाती है और दबंगई के साथ साक्ष्य चुरा के ले जाती है। यह अपने आप में मुझे लगता है बहुत ही शर्मनाक और बहुत ही दुखद विषय है। इज बंगाल आउटसाइड ऑफ द पर्व्यू ऑफ द लॉ इन इंडिया? क्या बंगाल को ममता बनर्जी ने ऐसा बना दिया है कि वो भारत के कानून के बाहर कोई क्षेत्र है? जहां ममता बनर्जी कहती है घुसपैठियों के विरोध में कोई कानून नहीं लागू होना चाहिए, जहां ममता जी कहती है एसआईआर लागू नहीं होना चाहिए, जहां ममता जी कहती है कि मैं बीएसएफ को बॉर्डर फेंसिंग के लिए जमीन नहीं दूंगी, जहां ममता जी कहती है ईडी का रेड नहीं होना चाहिए और ईडी का रेड होता है तो स्वयं ममता बनर्जी ईडी के ऑफिसर्स को धमकाने के लिए वहां पहुंच जाती है। इज बंगाल कट ऑफ फ्रॉम इंडिया? क्या बंगाल को भारत से काटने की कोशिश ममता बनर्जी कर रही है? यह सवाल बहुत जायज है और आज प्रत्येक बंगाली को, प्रत्येक हिंदुस्तानी को यह सोचना चाहिए कि आखिरकार ये जो माफिया राज चल रहा है, ये जो दबंगई का राज चल रहा है बंगाल के अंदर, जहां भ्रष्टाचार को बचाने के लिए स्वयं मुख्यमंत्री उतर के आ रही है, ये कब तक चलेगा? जनता है, जनार्दन है, सब समझती है और जनता के मन में, जनता के मानस पटल पर भ्रष्टाचार के लिए कोई भी ममत्व नहीं है। The public does not have any sympathy for corruption and those who support corruption. So we are absolutely sure that in the days to come, the people of Bengal will resort to democratic means to answer to the anarchy of Mamata Banerjee. हम पूरी तरह से इस बात से वाकिफ हैं कि आने वाले दिनों में लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से बंगाल की जनता ममता बनर्जी का ये जो अराजक तरीका है राज करने का, उसके खिलाफ उठकर खड़ी होगी और ममता जी के खिलाफ जवाब भी देगी।